US 65, yeah! I am going to showcase the OpenStreetMap and trace the US 65 route via moving the map, trying to stay along the US 65 corridor as much as possible on the map. So this is just a mapping demo, similar to other videos about US 65. My channel, GeoTopFlex, does OpenStreetMap data to showcase exactly what 65 does and goes through. If you are interested in control cities, you can possibly predict what I would say and probably predict what you would say after watching this. I'm so sorry for any stuttering and lagging that might happen on this US 65 video stream. I am trying my best, but unfortunately, I might be skipping substantial amounts of frames. At this point, so we started in Albert Lee, Minnesota, and we're now well to the south of Mason City, Iowa on the video. As you may tell, the rural areas of this part of Iowa have a county road type of grid system, but there are state roads in the grid, even in the county grid, which is very typical in a lot of the Midwestern states. This is also a feature of the public land survey system in particular, and as you may tell, sometimes US 65 has jogs with other routes, other highways in Iowa, including state-level highways. State-level highways are allowed to overlap with US highways in the state of Iowa, and when we get into Missouri, the same can be said there as well. It's different when we eventually get into Arkansas, which we will get to later in the video. Also, as you may tell, occasionally, although there are large sections in the north of US 65 that may be due north due south, that would not be the entirety of US 65. Another mistake to make is thinking that 65 is always the same distance away from the Mississippi River. At the end of the video, you will see 65 sort of along the Mississippi River, and I will continue with US 425, which was US 65 until 2005. Today, 65 no longer exists in the state of Mississippi. It only exists in Minnesota, Iowa. Iowa's already on screen now. Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Now, this screen might confuse you because US 65 and US 69 are much closer to one another than the grid may suggest. And it might actually be confusing because US 67 is another route, but it is a diagonal route and has nothing to do with US 65 in that orientation of the route. Another oddity is with 65 and 63, which we will see together in the area around Pine Bluff, Arkansas, not too long from now. You can also tell that we are looking at different routes and that we are slowly but surely, the goal is to go southbound. This screen is Iowa Route 2, now into Missouri. In Missouri, most of these routes are more substantially curved, even when it's not so obvious. The northernmost part of Missouri still has some curves in the routes. It's not just a US 65 thing, it is also a US 136 quirk, even some state routes. Missouri 6 is also interesting. Were it even a little bit longer in both directions, it would be the only state numbered route. Again, that's Missouri 6 would be the only one going the full width of the state east to west, had it only been a few miles longer in each direction. And 6 is between 36 and 136. 36 to the south, 136 to the north. And I am very sorry for any stuttering. The map data is from OpenStreetMap contributors. As with most videos that use maps, actually all videos that use maps are OpenStreetMap for obvious reasons. And yes, Thanks to OpenStreetMap contributors for making this map possible and making my channel possible to begin with as well, because my channel intends to showcase the OpenStreetMap data specifically to refer to different numbered routes. Interstates sometimes, but usually US and state routes as well. I am currently trying to showcase US 65 continuously from north to south. This is Missouri, and Missouri is actually quite a long while. We're not going too diagonally on 65 yet. That doesn't happen until Arkansas. We continue on our approach to Arkansas and Louisiana and to various locales in each state. While 65 is continuous with a roughly equivalent longitude throughout Missouri, the same cannot be said for Arkansas. Within the state of Arkansas, we do nudge our way repeatedly eastward as we go south, and then in Louisiana, we're already near the Mississippi River, parallel to US 61, but on the opposite side of the river. We're not there yet, but we will be soon. Also, strangely, in this area, US 160 is sort of a parallel route, and in some areas, it actually has westbound traffic going east just slightly on its way west. Switchbacks can be necessary in the interior highlands in some regions in the Ozark and Ouachita Mountains, especially the Ozarks, as represented within this map of Missouri and within this map of southwest Missouri in particular. Now approaching Branson and continuing south, we will see some similar quirks on the map until we get further into Arkansas. But in general, we're going from northwest to southeast throughout the state of Arkansas. We are staying on US 65, but pretty soon we will also see a child route 165, which is a very intriguing route as well. I will actually be uploading a US 165 related video soon, shortly after this video is released. Also, if you notice that it says HWY, that's the abbreviation for highway instead of AR for Arkansas, well, Arkansas usually does not allow roads to be concurrent with one another. Instead, there are officially designated segments or sections, I'm not sure. There are officially designated segments of highways in the state of Arkansas. The most reduplicating is Arkansas 74 has 8 sections. However, most state routes in Arkansas are fragmented with even 2 sections. It's rare for a route to have 1 section and that's it. The notable exception might just be Arkansas Route 7, the longest state route in Arkansas, going from the Louisiana line to just short of the Missouri line. Now, the Pine Bluff that I mentioned earlier, this is it. Pine Bluff, we have US 65 and US 63. Also in this area, it can get a bit more confusing. US 425 is nearby. It is not going to take over 65 until 65 itself dumps us onto 425. That section of 425 into Mississippi as well, that didn't actually exist until 2005 as it was US 65 instead. Now we quickly notice that we are approaching the Mississippi River. So that's Lake, I believe it's Lake Chico, but we do continue on beyond that southeast region of Arkansas. We continue into Louisiana shortly after this. And sorry for any delays or inconsistencies when OpenStreetMap contributor tiles do not load in time. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and try to hack the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, thanks for watching. Next video is probably US 165 unless I have another interest coming soon. But hope for the 165, and thank you. Signing out.